Please be advised, no children under 18 should not be watching without a parent or guardian supervision. Viewer discretion is advised. Hey there, hi there, ho there, people. Welcome to a new video. It's not going to be I guess, hunting video. This is going to be a separate video. This is a video dedicated to, I guess, budget customs. I kind of came out with the idea when I made my, I guess, my first custom that I couldn't find this figure anywhere. So I decided, I don't know, make my own. So this video is going to be dedicated to those who are kind of in a rut to find certain figures. So I'm not saying this is like 100% my thing, because I want people to understand that, you know, this is my way of looking at it. I can't find this figure, so I'm going to make my own. And if I'm going to be okay with it, I'm going to be happy with it. So this is just 100% my take on it. You guys anyone can probably find these figures anywhere else, or probably cheaper, or maybe just kind of wait for the new wave. Who knows? But this is just an inspiration for those who want to give an idea, want to make their own version of a character, or make their own version of characters from the X-Men, Avengers, to villains, whatever have you. One of the few things I want to disclaimer: this is like both a kit bashing and a custom built. Some of these are going to be custom, others is going to be just 100% kit bashing. And if I'm going to step on any toes who are pretty much trying to figure out their own way of making customs and selling it, that's fine too. But like I said, this is just me giving an idea of my customs. They're not 100% like great, but I'm still learning. I'm still learning how to paint. I'm still learning how to do brushing and all that stuff. So I want people to, you know, anyone who wants to be anyone who's on a budget, I just give an idea of how things work, you know. So these are just my custom figures. I hope you guys enjoy. Let's flip the camera around and pretty much show you what I got. Well, okay, so this whole thing, this whole thing started with one customized character I did because I really wanted to, because I couldn't find this character. I couldn't find this, so let's just start with him. This is my version of the, I guess, comic accurate U.S. agent. I almost totally forgot the name there. But yeah, this is my version of the U.S. agent. This is the Gaming Verse Captain America. I just realized there's a lot of hair on top of it. Sorry, my dog kind of sheds a lot. But yeah, this is the Gaming Verse Captain America stealth suit. At the time, I don't see him nowadays, but at the time, he was a huge peg warmer. He was like $15 when I bought him. He was actually on sale, so they were getting rid of a lot of him. So anyways, I pretty much grabbed him. He was pretty much all just gray all around and black, some parts. So what I did was, as you can tell, I put a little bit of red on the top. The star I painted black. Give a little bit of silver right here. Some red on the gloves. Silver on the knuckle part. Same thing with the boots. A little bit of red on the boots back. Gave the gun. The gun is from the Walking Dead Dwight pack. I think I'm getting the name right. I just thought it was a cool little gun, so I gotta give him that. The other thing is I did shave off the A on top of the head of the figure and just kind of painted it black, and of course the silver tones was there. But yeah, pretty much pretty simple figure. Didn't give it a holster. I should have, but I didn't go for it. I just realized his belt is backwards. What? Whoops. Okay, there you go. I didn't realize that. Oh well, there you go. I have seen people use a U.S. agent by taking off kit bashing by taking off the legs and using the gung ho legs for this figure. For me, I just figured. I just kind of thought maybe, I'll stick with this because he looks pretty good as the way he is, and I changed it up. The other thing, like I said, this was an inspiration to start this video, to give you ideas. If you guys come across him, you guys can probably change your own version of, U.S. Agent, because the original U.S. Agents, the original one is like $100 to, I guess, like 200. But yeah, the other one, and this is his shield. This is a $10 Iron Armor Captain America, $10 toy shield. I love the shield. It just kind of gave me that rough idea. This was like I said, $10. I took the shield from the Gamingverse Captain America, took out the part back here, glued it on, and it fit perfectly. There was no, cutting, sawing, whatever you want to call it. It just fit perfectly, and I glued it on, and it still functions. You can put it on the back, boom, and then I always like him carrying it. But yeah, $10. I think you can probably find them at Walmart. $10. I think it's $5 now. I repainted it glossy red and the glossy black, silver in the middle. I don't know, it just fits perfectly. I don't know. Let me see if I can do it. It just, for me personally, just fit. Yeah. Or, take it off. And I know these things can have a tendency to snap so easily. But yeah, you can probably put it in the back. Boom. To me, it looks like a Batman shield, but whatever. Still Captain, U.S. Agent, his shield. So yeah, that is the inspiration behind this. $15 figure. Maybe you can find it loose. I know a lot of people didn't really care for it. So if you find the stealth one, change it into your own U.S. Agent or whatever have you. Maybe a soldier for, the G.I. Joes or Cobra. Yeah, whatever. So yeah, that's one of the things. Now this wave came across very digitally because I got into a whole Reavers situation. Reavers as X-Men, for those who don't know, and if you guys do know, awesome. But yeah, this was the part of a Reaver wave that I kind of got into. This was my custom right here. This custom was the G.I. Joe Gung Ho wave, which I just repainted the gloves silver, as you can see there. Took off the paint or the tattoo of the torso, and really didn't do much else. I was originally going to do some more work with it, but I didn't. Other stuff came up. But what I did do was the helmet. Now this looks like an all mishmash helmet, purposely done. Reason why is I wanted this guy to be like their makeshift mechanic who just makes up their own equipment, does what he can with what he got. So that's kind of the whole inspiration behind it. Same thing, didn't do much with the legs. I didn't really do much with anything, just remove paint, painted the gloves, and that's it. But I did give him the G.I. Joe classified Snake Eyes gun, and of course the Cable Marvel Legends first Cable gun. But that was kind of like my little Reavers custom, or kit bash I should say, because I didn't put a lot of 100% custom on that. The one thing I did do was some custom and just mostly paint, and of course the head itself. I don't remember where the head came from. I might find out later and put it on the video. This was the body of the Skullbuster. And of course it's other waves too. I had the same body, but what I did was literally paint the bottom chrome, the knees chrome and silver. Gave I want to say the Hawkeye Old Man Logan 2-pack hand to him. Painted the armbands, and of course I gave him a little bit of gold because in the comics they have a little bit of gold in it. Backpack, gave him the Spawn buckle here. Sorry, my camera's trying to focus. And of course the head I just repainted because I thought it was cool. There's that. So yeah, you might actually have a little bit of Reavers mishmash right there from the Skullbuster if you come across him. The body, I think still nowadays if you come across him loose is like $15 to $20. If from certain stores, toy stores will still have these. mostly this guy if you do come across his body. And of course, there's other Marvel Legends who have that same body. The other one was, I want to say his name is Pretty Boy from the Reavers. I could be totally wrong, so correct me on that in my, comment section. But yes, this is my version of him. This was a full-on custom paint, everything. What it was this. The front part is the Iron Man, one of the few Iron Man waves I had. I have a lot of Iron Man bodies, so I was trying to make it like, the full-on armor set for Tony Stark. But anyways, the body is a different Iron Man, I think, from the movie. One of the few first marks of the movie waves. I soldered down the middle part and just pretty much put together what I can. The bottom I did have to fiddle with, like cut open the bottom for these robot legs. And this is an Apex, I believe, the boxing robot. I don't know the name, so if you know the name, give me an idea so I know what I can say in the update video. So yeah, the legs are from that wave. I just sawed off the bottom and kind of had to mold some of the not really mold, it's kind of shaved down. I don't know if anyone can see it. Not looking at the crotch very much, but yeah, if you can see it, I just kind of drilled a little hole in there, popped this on, heated up, boom, it fit. He can swivel and all that. The arms, same thing. What I did though is I opened up the body here, tore it open, and snapped the arms, and they just kind of went on. And they do move, which I will show in a minute. They do move. Good articulation, pretty well articulated. The gun, basic gun that Marvel Legends all had. Can't remember which wave this one is, but sometimes they always have this kind of big rifle from like the first Avengers movie when Coulson shot Loki. Pretty much every wave will have this kind of type of gun sometimes. The coat came from the Gambit. Yeah, the Gambit. I just had an extra Gambit. Realized this guy had a coat, so that's kind of what I use. The Apex legs has a hard time standing up. So, as you can tell, I have this little stand here that came with the Apex wave, and it just kind of helps stand it up. Boom. That's it. Oh, and the head is the Apocalypse Magneto wave. Just popped it on, fit perfectly, and that's kind of how I came up with this Reavers. Again, might have to butcher the name. I might have to butcher the name because I don't remember the name for this, but I seen him in comics and I was like, hey, this guy looks cool. Want to make him? I have the parts for it. There you go. Now, the biggest one that I have in my arsenal of kit bashing / full-on customization is the Bone Breaker. Yes, I know they're coming out with a customization of him. That is both awesome and kind of, I'll still get him, but I still love mine. So we'll go through it. What I was going to say. This guy, let me adjust my light a little bit. So this guy has a mishmash of different parts. This part right here is, believe it or not, a dollar store skylight attachment gun. Again, just a buck. Figured, okay, I had a bunch of these. Might as well just use it for this. And that's kind of what I ended up using that for, was for the home gun. So I glued it on there. Looks, give it a little character-ish. Like, this guy's a Reaver, so, these guys always takes parts and puts it together, whatever, Don't know much about Bonebreaker. Have to read a bunch of comics behind him, so kind of bear with me. I just figured these guys just get parts and put them on themselves and, attach more equipment to fight the X-Men. I know they're villains of the X-Men, so, yeah. So, moving on to the next guns. These guns right here, if anyone recognizes these are the Marvel Select Cable guns. This one is the big rifle that Cable has, the small rifle, and the two sides are the two pistols that he has. I just cut them off, glued them on, use industrial glue for that, and just gave him a big, big old cannon to fight the X-Men. Wires, literally just wires that don't work for headphones, old school headphones. Figured I can just put that together. Sorry about the noise. The back is pretty much fodder. Just figured that I could just put these together, give them like little thrusters, engines, you know, whatever, little gun in the back. The backpack is a Fortnite backpack. I believe it's one of the first wave backpack characters. I'm not 100% sure because I don't play Fortnite very often. This body is the X-Men Charles Xavier with the big X on his head. It's the Apocalypse Wave. Popped off the legs, heated it up, popped them off, and lucky for me, the little peg fits in this hole in this little thing that came with this tank, and it works. He does swivel around, like, you know, part of it, which I liked. Gave him still came on the two fingers, like he's saluting his, you know, friends or whatever. This hand is the Iron Man hand, one of the few. Oh no, that hand is the I want to say it's the War Machine one of the War Machine ones, anyways. And I just painted this silver. The head is the Coulson head. Oh, sorry, the Coulson head. Just took off the hair, heated it up, popped it out, and then put the hair on top, which was the Suguru. I'm pretty sure I say it right, but I might be butchering it. I'm not sure if you can get the putty anymore. It's like a putty glue for if your headphones kind of, well, these wired ones anyway, if they almost get deteriorated or the wire comes off, you can use the material, this little putty thing. It moves, you know. It does eventually chip if you kind of like use big material, but in a way, just, you know, it hardens up. But for hair, this looks pretty good. But yeah, it's called Suguru. If you come across your stores, I haven't seen much of it nowadays. It's been getting a lot harder to get it. You can get it on Amazon, but I've seen Target have them. So yeah, you might actually get that. The gun, of course, pull back. The gun is the cable wave, the first cable, and the wires on this side is the scissors from the Shield robot Build-A-Figure. I never got it, but I just had the parts to it. Just, you know, I guess, like I said, fodder. This tank was I believe like a $10, $15, I think it was like a $10, $5 tank. Wave of tanks that you can buy at Walmart, like a big pack of it. Pretty much what I did, get closer to it. Pretty much what I did is weathered it, made the yellow, you know, the little area is yellow because he's in a desert. Give a little, like, that little weathering, little scrapes, you know, give a little ideas of material. Turn it to the front. Don't want to scrape the thing. But yeah, I kind of, like I said, weather it down, give a little bit of clarity to it, give it some character, you know. Didn't have to, but just kind of wanted to. Like, this guy was taking parts from everything and just kind of mishmashing it all together. But yeah, that's pretty much my version of Bonebreaker. I am going to buy that wave to build him. So yeah, this was pretty much my custom figures that I put together. Little kid bashing, little custom. Like I said, this guy was the inspiration for this video. For people who really, you know, couldn't find a U.S. agent, because I know the new one's coming out soon. I don't know, I forgot when, but yeah, there's your, I guess, off-brand, your own version of U.S. agent. That's mine. But yeah, let me turn the camera on and I'll explain. I guess yeah, I'll just give a little good wave of what these guys look like afterwards. So yeah, that's the pretty much the inspiration behind the whole thing, was that U.S. agent, my custom U.S. agent. I mean, of course, you can probably use the Falcon Winter Soldier U.S. agent if you can find him. I know that show was really popular, so a lot of people have been buying that up like crazy. So the idea behind it, sorry, my dog's pretty loud in the background. There's gonna be a lot of ums and ums because, like I said, I wasn't ready for this just yet, because I just figured, you know what, look at all my action figures and realize, hey, I have a lot of customs, And Reavers were the big, huge part of my, I guess, my customs, because I didn't know Hasbro was ever going to make Reavers. And I figured, why not? So yeah, this was a part. I guess I'm not gonna make it part. I think it's just gonna just screw it. I'll probably make part one. Kind of conflicting myself right now. So yeah, this is my part one of my customs. I do have a few more customs that kind of fit on the shelves with my Marvel Legends. So I hope you guys do enjoy what I have. But by all means, this is not like something you don't have to do. This is just something what I do if I can't come across these figures at all, especially the U.S. Agent. And I bring up U.S. Agent a lot because if you look him up, I think he's like the original U.S. Agent is like $100 even loose, if I seen that right. So I just thought maybe I can make my own, and I did, and I'm pretty happy. He goes on my shelf, fits on my shelf, fits on the whole aesthetic of Marvel Legends, and I'm pretty happy with it. But that's kind of the whole point of this whole video, was to give you guys a rough idea that it's okay to make your own customs. It's okay to have, some, if your own little father, maybe you're a fodder of figures, and give you a rough idea of how certain figures work, and make your own customs to fit on your shelf if you can't come across these at all. So, but until then, I'll see you guys in the next part where I show off more of my customs. Maybe I think I have one more Reaver, but I do have a lot of customs that I enjoy that I might not replace. I might replace, I'm not sure. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next video, and please again like and subscribe, and I will see you in another hunting or another custom video. Until then, see ya.